Hey everyone, Tankenstein here. In this video, I've got your first gameplay and overview of the Harrier GR.7 as it is in-game after being introduced in the Drone Age update for War Thunder. So, this is a Rank 7, battle rating 11.0 aircraft, strike aircraft in the British Air Tech tree, and it sits just below, at least currently, where the Jaguar GR1A is. Now that said, this can feature a whole ton of ordnance, as you can see here. It even has the GR1B tiled or tiled sort of pod there. You have the night vision, you have AIM-9Ls, very important. Bunch of guided bombs, the EFS, everything that you could want, this thing has. And as you can see, I just kind of set up a really basic custom loadout with both the cannons and the AIM-9Ls, but you could have them separate, you could have them whatever. This can carry up to 2,000 pound guided bombs. It can carry 1,000 pound, or I guess 546 kilogram guided bombs as well, and then a whole bunch of smaller guided bombs. Rockets, you name it, this can carry it. This is a beast and a half when it comes to air-to-air, air-to-ground. Anything that you ask for, this can do it. And it even has slightly more power than the Harrier GR3. So as you can see, 9,940 kgf, and this is from the Mark 105 engine, whereas this had 9,620, and that's from the Mark 103. So it's not a ton more horsepower, or rather force, but you do get a slight amount more with this, and it also has 25mm cannons and up to 700 countermeasures. So this thing is going to be a beast and a half. Even the stat card says that it will be able to turn slightly better than the Harrier GR3, which I am inclined to believe with a slightly better rate of climb. So we'll see what happens here. I'm pretty stoked to use this thing, but without further ado, let's get into some combat. So a few things to note here as we are getting closer and closer to combat. One, as you can see, I'm at 100% throttle, and I am just starting to overheat, which in a regular Harrier, like the GR1, GR3, the AV8s, whatever, I think the AV8s also have the problem, but those would overheat by now. But this does not have that problem. Of course, you can put the WEP on, and it will start to overheat a little bit more, but it's not all too terrible. It doesn't really overheat quite as quickly as it used to. Now, second, you also see that the maneuverability, despite having a comparatively high sort of a payload here, is actually pretty damn decent. So it does appear that this has a superior maneuverability compared to the Harrier GR1. Now, it does also have a tremendously bad energy retention rate. I just lost like 300 kilometers per hour there in a really quick period of time. So bear that in mind. Now, you can also still thrust vector in flight, which is cool. I like to have mine somewhere between 5 and 10% typically, which just, I don't know if it's superstition or if it actually works, but I feel like that does help maneuverability a bit. You also have a this sort of indicator here, which will help you to, do not want to keep my flaps up. I'm using helicopter controls. But that will help you to aim for your guided ordnance. So let's see. Got this MiG-23 here. I don't think he's gonna expect it. Was that stupid? That must have been stupid. Yeah, I think that was kind of stupid of me. Okay, I've already launched 3 missiles. Gonna launch one final one here at this Mirage. Maybe, yeah, that doesn't appear as though it was a good idea. But, got my cannons. Oh, baby! With no, bear in mind, I've got the, ooh. Oh! What? I've got the air target belt, and I just sniped that guy after my wing got destroyed. What? Wow, our team just got walloped. So a few things about that last match. One, I got 2 kills, 1 crit. Would have been a 3rd kill likely, but of course the match ended really quickly, so that couldn't have turned into a 3rd kill. So I'll just accept that. 2 kills, 1 crit. Not too bad, especially that last hit against that J30, I think it was J35. Ridiculous. But that also brings me into my next point. There are no tracers on any of the belts that you can get for the 25mm cannons. Additionally, the devlog said that this has 400 shells, but, you know, in total with 200 per cannon. That seems to be incorrect. I'm only seeing 200 in total, and it's even said in the modifications tab that you will only get 100 per cannon. So it appears as though we might be having a slightly weaker version of the Harrier than we kind of expected, between the lack of tracers and the lower, far lower amount of whatchamacallit, ammunition in total. But still, I mean, this thing can fly pretty much however it likes without overheating, which is very, very nice. It still has a tremendous amount of acceleration. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but one of the bigger problems with this, it's not really a problem so much, but even though it's got a better amount of thrust compared to what it used to, and it does seem to accelerate a little bit better than earlier Harriers, so like Harrier 1s, this still, like other planes that you'll be playing with, like the more advanced F4s, F14s, things of that nature, they will still be far faster than you. You know, it's not even a comparison. So, ooh, I got a kill. Sweet. It's amazing to me that I've actually gotten two kills, or should have been 2 kills with this, with the cannons thus far. Hopefully I can get them. And I can! Woo! Sweet! Sassy molasses. Now, you know what? I was looking at my phone when that happened, and I still dropped some flares. You know what? It's a really quick match. I know that you guys are going to be like, oh, Tankenstein, he sucks. Just look at my other gameplay. I'm not that bad. You know, so 2 kills, not too bad. I'll just get into a quick third match here. But as you can see, I wasn't really maneuvering at the very end there because I kind of got a notification coincidentally from YouTube right when I died. Not that that's an excuse. I probably would have died anyways. But let's get into probably one final match here and actually try. So a few things to note as, you know, again, I guess I keep saying that. As we get closer to battle here, I only have the missiles attached to this, and I will be doing a, you know, just showing you in test drive what also the ground ordnance will be doing in this. So bear that in mind. This isn't just going to be purely Air RB, but of course, I want to show you just a little bit about the ground ordnance. Again, we have this really cool indicator here to help you with the guided ordnance. But, you know, I figured may as well do a match with only AIM-9Ls because, of course, you will have people out there who only use AIM-9Ls. For me personally, I feel that the cannons are worth the reduction in performance, despite the fact that they are only tracers, or without tracers rather, but, of course, other people probably, definitely will not see it that way. We have an F4F here, hopefully an early. If that's the case, it's a noob, likely. Gonna launch on him and hope it's a kill. This F-14 here, and he got away. This MiG-21 here, hopefully he doesn't do anything. He's gonna do something, but I got the kill. Okay, we have 2 kills here. Not too shabby-dabby. Pull up, don't get shot. Boom shakalaka. Okay, let's turn back in on him. Wow, if I had my cannons right there, that's why you don't get rid of cannons, guys. That's why you don't do it, because now I guess I can outturn a MiG-21, but of course the energy retention on this thing is just booty chatter. It is no good. So I got 3 kills with my AIM-9Ls, not too shabby. Gonna go back to base. It seems like all of these missions have been just absolutely quick. Very, very fast missions. So I'm gonna go back to base. I might equip bombs. I might equip the cannons. I'm not sure because, of course, if once you land, repair, and reload at base, you can actually J out and equip a different set of armament. If you guys didn't know that, so you know, a little quick tip for you guys in this gameplay. But otherwise, this pretty much functions like a Harrier on steroids. Like, they fixed a lot of the Wow, that would be such an easy kill. That guy must be AFK or something. It's like they fixed a lot of the weaknesses with the Harrier, and this is it. You know, of course, at 11.0 BR, it might be a little hit or miss for some people. I feel that this is a good BR for this aircraft based on what I've seen thus far. The AIM-9Ls, and the fact that you can have 4 of them is really nice. The additional thrust on the engine, and also the fact that this doesn't overheat quite as much, is also very, very nice. But of course, it just feels like it offsets the additional weight and all that, and you do need that additional thrust because, of course, I am seeing serious energy bleed issues with this thing at speed. So, you know, of course, you're going to get that with most planes, but let's land this. I'm assuming the match is going to be over in just a few seconds anyways, before I even get back up in the air, but who knows? So, I just want to show you guys what this is. Wow, okay. This might not be so good. I'm going to have to do this. But I just want to show you guys, wow, too heavy for VTOL. What? Okay. Let's go. Holy guacamole. This is, whoa. Okay, so yes, anyways, as I was trying to say, I decided to equip probably one of the most ludicrous loadouts you're ever going to see. It's got like, what, a 2,000-pound guided bomb, a 1,000-pound guided bomb, some C-247 rockets, I think, what is it, SNEBs also. It's got an AGM-65, a dumb bomb underneath, and it's also got a targeting pod, as well as some AIM-9s. So this has pretty much everything that you could ever think that this plane will have, and it is just absolutely ridiculous looking. But, of course, I want to see how this would perform with it. And it was too heavy to take off for VTOL, which is a pretty interesting feature. I guess it makes sense, you know, that they would include something like that. So, as you can see, we do have rocket pods, or not rocket pods, but rather a ballistics computer for the rockets. I'm going to switch to the GBU, what was it, the Mark 13s, I believe, is the dumb. No, that's the guided bomb. Paveway, sighted. Nope, nope. There we go. There's the dumb bomb. Isn't that such a crappy thing to be called? Like, imagine that the bomb's just growing up, and then he's like, I'm going to be a bomb when I grow up. And, like, becomes a 1,000-pound bomb or something like that. And then he's just called a dumb bomb because he was just born in the period where there's guided bombs. Doesn't that kind of suck? Like, you gotta feel bad for that guy. Anyways, let's go test out these SNEBs. I mean, it still maneuvers decently enough with all of these, with all the ordnance. Not great, of course, but not the worst. Okay. Okay, so it's launching 2 at a time. That's interesting. And that was that. Okay. So now I have to go to the CR something or the other, 247. Turn down the... I have to turn down the throttle because, of course, I am overheating a bit. Put these flaps on. And I'm going to knock my pilot out before anything even matters. Okay, okay, okay. Is that guy moving? Yeah, I guess he is. So I'm going to still launch. You know, I'm going to launch on this guy over here. It doesn't really matter so much. But as you can see, I mean, rockets are rockets. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to get to the guided bombs now. Now, this is something I feel like more people are probably going to be interested in. I'll just climb up to like a few thousand meters and a distance away, and then we can launch them and see what happens. Now, this is such a heavy loadout that's telling me to throttle up in order to avoid crash. So I'm going to try to launch on this guy. It's been a while since I've done this, but... Okay, let's launch it. Got my laser indicator on him. So it's dropping, dropping, dropping. Oh, wow. As you can see down there, it says 23,000 meters. So, let's see what happens. I mean, well, that's pretty cool. It knows that's exactly where the target's supposed to be. Wow, this is a really nice targeting pod. shaka-laka laka. Oh, there's the AGM-65. So, I'll launch that somewhere down here. So a lot of people ask, how do you get that indicator? I just press the space button. That's it. So I'm just going to launch it on that. Of course, that's going to work because why wouldn't it? It always works with every other plane, every other vehicle. An AGM-65 is an AGM-65. Nothing too incredible. So I'm going to go drop this 2,000-pound guided ordnance on the carrier, and that should pretty much end this gameplay. And, you know, of course, it'd be cool to see this in live action, and, you know, I'm not going to deny that. But ultimately, one of the problems with doing that is simply that the... Ooh. Wait, what? Okay, I guess I've got my laser indicator on them. Okay. Now tell me if I'm stupid in the comments below, if I'm screwing this up a bit, because if I am, I need to know. You know, I'm not really one for dumb or for smart bombs, but of course, wait, is that the... No. This plane, this carrier should be hit in a few seconds with any luck. Nice. Okay. Perfect. Anyways, doesn't really matter too much. You guys know how smart ordnance works, how all that works. So, better than I do, I'm sure. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. Please, of course, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I want to hear your opinions on this plane. In my opinion, it is a very, very nice plane. Excellent, even at 11.0 BR, despite having just slightly better performance compared to a regular Harrier. Of course, you're not going to be quite as fast as any other plane or as a lot of other planes anymore, but doesn't really matter. This plane is still fantastic, a ton of fun, and, well, you guys know the deal. Anyways, thanks again, and I'll see you all on the other side. Take care, everyone.